I like cooking breakfast naked. I like just doing things on my own time. I like sitting in silence when I get off of work.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's so great. I love it so much.
I lived with a girl briefly at one point, and I had told her beforehand, I was like, hey, like, I have a very social job, and it's like takes a lot out of me. So when I come home at the end of the day, just so you know, like, I'm not mad at you. I don't hate you. I just need to be alone. Like, I literally will come home, go work out, deal with Beanie, and then, like, I just want to be in silence.
Yeah.
And she one time texted me. She always wanted to hang out. I think she wanted a friend more than she did a roommate.
Mm-hmm.
And she always was trying to, like, hang out and do stuff. One time she texted me and was like, hey, can you come downstairs so we can talk? And I was like, oh, shit, what's going on? So I, like, hustled downstairs. I was like, hey, what's up? And she was like, nothing much. What are you up to?
And I was like, yeah. Listen, I thought this was an emergency.
Yeah, I was like, I thought we were having, like, a come to Jesus meeting, like, what's going on type of thing. And she was like, oh, no, I just haven't talked to you in a few days. I was just wondering what's going on. And I was like, bro, don't text me that shit again.
No, I love it, man, especially if I get off work or, like, after a show, too. Like, if it's, like, a big show, and then you do, like, that meet and greet afterwards, and then that, like, everyone will just go back into the green room and just sit there for, like, 5 minutes.
You want to meet me at my absolute worst, the worst version of myself, is me after a show that I've just killed at.
Yeah.
If I just had a great set, I'm the worst human to be around. You're like, who is this brand? I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? It's just disgusting. I immediately become the skeeziest person you've ever met. And not even like an aggressive sexual way, just like yeah, I'm pretty cool. And they're like, didn't you just tell a joke about shitting your pants? And I'm like, but everyone laughed. Didn't they? Seemed pretty positive to me.
Yeah. It's what I came to do, okay?
Some people were doers. That's me. And I did that. Give me some skin.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's the worst. I should probably sit in silence after a good set, but usually I'm just like, anyone want to go get drinks somewhere? Let's go out on the town. I just got $50.
Yeah.
My pocketbook is fat with stack right now.
Listen, you want Cane's? I'll buy you a Dr. Pepper, bro. What's up?
Anything is on the menu within bounds, okay? So I'm not ordering for everybody. This isn't your weekly meal prep, but I can pick you up a Dr. Pepper.
Don't you think, like, meal prep is just, like, a fancy word of just making a bunch of leftovers?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Do you cook for yourself often?
Mm-hmm. I do, like, the, like, those HelloFresh things, but I do, like, the cheaper one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Which I like those.
What is it called? Like Kind of Fresh?
Yeah. It's
Leaving Fresh.
Yeah.
We're like we're on the cusp of it.
It was just freshly thrown out into a dumpster. Like, you've got 2 more weeks left.
You're like, I actually just go over to Carrabba's at the end of the night and ask them what they're getting rid of, and I kind of figure it out from there.
There's a lot of fancy restaurants down here. I'm like, hey guys,
it's your boy JJ.
help him out.
Y'all know what's up. It's me, the guy. You probably just caught my set down in Bricktown.
Yeah. I ate shit. It was great.
I was hoping I could actually eat tonight something if you could.
Yeah. Help a dude out. If not, I mean, I'm going to cry regardless. So
listen, full belly or empty belly, but we crying, boys. Okay? You could facilitate a full belly, though, and that would be delicious.
Welcome to the Keeping It Wood podcast. I've got my guest, Kalen Reese.
Howdy.
And what was
Beanie.
Beanie.
Yeah, this is Beanie.
Aww.
Yeah, I was hanging out with my hot girlfriend. Decided to give her a break from a dog.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. She's a monster.
It happens. It happens. You're so sweet, though.
She's pretty good most of the time.
Aww.
Last night, literally. Oh, do you have more you have to say?
Oh, yeah. This episode is brought to you by Float OKC. OKC's #1 place to relax your mind, body, and spirit. Go to floatokc.com and book your float session now. It is located at 180 West 15th Street in Edmond. Go do it. Become a better person.
Is that where, like, you, like, quiet down all your senses and it's like deprivation?
Yeah, you go to that sensory deprivation tank. It's incredible.
Okay, so
it's so dope.
You've done it?
Oh yeah, I do it once a month. Or I try to. I haven't been going lately. I'm sorry. I'm coming back, Tanya. I promise.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I'm coming
Rich.
back. Yeah.
Like, I do deprivation once a month.
Yeah. No, it's
I do it too. I just put myself in a box in my travel trailer. And it's technically underneath the mattress. I realized the other day that it lifts up and I said, oh, did a new Cry Lounge just drop? I think so. It's the perfect size and it gets so dark in there.
I love it, man. It's like it's the salt water that's like body temperature. And so you're just floating, and you can either just like leave the pod open or you can like shut it and there's like a blue light, or you can go. I just
Do you
raw
ever hear
dog it.
voices in it?
Yeah, but we don't talk about that.
That's the best part. I recently had a medium tell me, my sister went to the psychic when we were in Chicago, and I was tired, but there was like these big glass windows so they could still see me. My sister was getting her reading. I was fully passed out on the couch, fully asleep, mouth open, obviously. And I mean, some people look like mouth breathers, and I know what I look like. I own a mirror, okay? Mouth fully ajar, probably flies coming in and out of the thing. Can't confirm or deny any of this. This is all hearsay. It's my story. So
It's my story. I'm here to tell it, damn it.
sometimes you just have to speak your truth, okay? And people are so scared now to speak their truth. I'm not.
Let it out, man.
Yeah. So I was sitting there on this psychic's couch, passed out, and they can see me. And my sister, I had seen another psychic previously who had told me that I was cursed. And so my sister was like, hey, you see that little lady out there on the couch passed out? And the psychic was like, yeah, I do. And she goes, really quickly, can you tell me, does she have a curse on her? She goes, nah, there's no curse. But what I can tell you, she's got several spirits around her begging for help, and she's ignoring them.
What?
What kind of lore drop is that? And my sister was like, are you for real? And then the lady was like, would she see stuff growing up? Like, was she kind of strange? My sister was like, yes, she is. Which she just looked at my face and was like, that's a weird person. She was like, you know who is probably a weird kid? That girl who's asleep on a stranger's couch in a strange city right now. Like, come on. But yeah, so I'm afraid if I do a floating thing that I'll connect with all those ghosts. And I don't know if I want that.
Yeah, you don't know like what they're gonna say or anything.
She said that they're nice though. She
Oh,
did.
that's nice.
Yeah. So I say that they're working for me at least.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're ever feeling lonely, and you're like, man, I could actually use someone to talk to.
I will say, since learning all of that, I've gotten really good at sex. And hear me out. Every time I'm performing, I'm like, this isn't just for you, baby. This isn't just for me.
It's for the viewers.
I'm like, this is pressure. I got several sets of eyes on me right now.
It's not only fans, it's ghostly fans.
Yes, exactly. I'm pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's like, what are you looking at?
yes, exactly. If you would like to ever level up your sexual encounters, ghost. It seems super non-conventional, but I'm telling you, the reviews are in. They're pretty good.
I have that bit where I talk about, on my mom's deathbed, she was like, baby, I'm always going to be with you. And I'm like, oh. All right. Well, that's fun to think about at the strip club,
You did a show at a strip club.
Yeah, dude. Wichita.
God bless that town.
God bless that town. It was me, Frankie Miracle, Cody Troutman.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, why am I forgetting his name?
Wow, you heard it here first. Your friend here doesn't like you. Can't remember you either.
Editing this out. Yeah.
Oh, man, come on. Coward, that's what I'm saying.
Eric Zayas. Yeah.
People are afraid to speak their truth. Cowards.
No, Eric Zayas. I had a brain fart. Give me a second.
Eric.
But yeah, so it was at this, the strip club, and there was like, the audience was like 10 blue collar dudes that just worked all day building roads, wanted to see some boobs, and there's like 4 dudes went up and they're like, we're autistic,
You mean to tell me someone came to a strip club with the expectation of beautiful women shaking their jugs, and they were disappointed when you guys stepped on the stage?
Yeah. It
I've
was
got
shocking.
follow-up questions.
Okay.
Was there a pole on the stage?
Yep.
Did every performer utilize it at some point?
Not everyone, but I did.
Okay, that was
And
my next
it
question.
caused, yeah, I was just like, I started off and I was like, you know what, man? I said I'd do this show if there was a stripper pole on stage, and you guys follow through. And this guy's like, what are you going to do on that pole? And I was like, fucking, what am I going to do? And I like did a little spin, I did a little drop, and they didn't like that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
that's
then-
a tough show.
Yeah, and then I did like a stripper DJ voice, and then the owner of the place was like, hey, man, that was pretty good. And I was like, yeah? I was like, you guys can go ahead and fire your DJ tonight, man. I'll just take over for him. And he's like, I'm calling him right now. And I was like, oh, no.
Okay, so
He didn't fire him.
the
but-
thing with that is you can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. So
Mm-hmm.
can we get the voice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring someone on stage right now.
Coming up next to the stage is Starlina.
I
Get
can
off your ass and grab your cash. Is it good?
I can smell the greasy pomade in your hair from over here. As soon as that voice went on, I was like, oh, I know that shit is slicked back with the greasiest pomade ever.
It's pomade and Jupe cologne.
Jupe. You know, I knew a DJ once who that was very much him and his vibe.
Yeah.
And he got kicked out of DJing in our small town. There's one singular nightclub there. And they were like, yeah, he's not allowed to DJ there anymore. And I was like, what? What did he do? He said he wouldn't stop pissing in bottles in the booth. Like, bro, how hard is it to start a song, walk away, go piss, and come back? But he said, no, my DJing is so involved, so critical, I will piss in these bottles for the rest of the night.
I think The Rock does that too. The Rock has a gym with no bathroom.
Right.
And so like he like pees in water bottles as he's working out.
Someone fact check that. There's no way. He's so rich.
Yeah, I mean, Chat GPT this shit.
You're like, no one needs to fact check. I'll fact check.
I
right
love Chat
now.
GPT.
I don't know how technology works at all. Like, to an embarrassing level. So much so that when I get in my girlfriend's car, her car is new. It's like a 2024. She's always like, okay, she wants me to drive her car all the time, which is fine. But she's like, navigate to wherever. And I just yell at it. I go, navigate to Canes. And she's like, no, you have to hit the button and wait until it asks you and then say what you want. And I'm like, navigate to Canes. She's like, please figure this out. No.
Here it is. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has humorously admitted in interviews that he sometimes pees in bottles during intense workouts. This usually happens when he's deep into a workout session at his personal gym known as the Iron Paradise. Okay. And there are no bathrooms nearby. Well,
What is the lowest dollar amount you would drink a bottle of his piss for?
lowest dollar?
Lowest dollar amount.
Ooh.
This is a good question because
I'ma
this is also
say-
going to tell us how broke you are. You're like, $100?
Yeah, $122 rent's due tomorrow. I
Just
don't know.
a little shy on the bills this month. Hit me up, Dwayne. Dwayne, the water whitened to my mouth. Thank you. Go piss, King.
I bet there's a lot of creatine in that urine, though.
Yeah, probably. So what's the number?
You know what? I'd go 2 million.
This guy's rich.
Oh, I'm not rich, but I mean, like that's
2
a
mil
lot.
for a whole
You think
bottle of piss?
is he like?
Are you chilling it or you want it warm? You want it hot off the tap?
Oh, on the rocks. Piss on the rocks.
Wow, shaking.
Stirred.
Wow. Gives a whole new meaning to on the rocks. I thought you meant straight from the tap, like.
Oh no.
He said, "Oh, whoa, whoa,
But
whoa."
also, I feel like he has like a healthy diet to where it's like he's very hydrated. And
Yeah, it's
so
probably
it's
super
not
clear.
Yeah, so it's just like, oh, is it, you know?
Did your mom
Piss.
listen to this? I meant to ask beforehand, like, who do I need to be on the lookout? Who are the listeners here?
Oh yeah, 76 fire subscribers. Not my mom; she passed away. But
Oh yeah, she's dead.
yeah, she gone.
But she's here. We know that now.
Yeah, she's probably one of the spirits.
That would be so funny if she was like, yeah, all I need is just to see my son.
And I'm watching you do this.
It's, like I said, I've been putting it down, okay? I mean, if she is following me, she's probably pleased with the sights.
Yeah, you just pat yourself on the back. You know
Ever
what
since
I
I
mean?
learned I got an audience, I'm like, level up, queen. No more starfishing. We're fully engaged now. You know? It's made me a better person.
But yeah, I got 76 fire subscribers right now. Trying to boost these things up, trying to get places or people like this to sponsor me. Brio. It's these. You want one of these?
Yeah, crack me one.
You want the raspberry or the watermelon lime?
Ooh, watermelon lime.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, when it squirts.
Is this what are they called? Water something.
Like a seltzer?
Yeah, is it a seltzer?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, 0-calorie hemp beverage.
I'm going to say this, and I mean it. The perfect balance of flavor there. Sometimes when you try like an energy drink or something like that, and it's like,
Yeah.
you're trying to cover up the flavor of gasoline, I can tell. No.
It's good?
That's good.
Brio. Sponsor us, me, this thing. 76 fire subscribers right now.
That's so exciting.
I'm so pumped on it, man. Yeah. It's been good. So yeah, but the strip show or the strip club show.
So you used the poll.
Use the poll.
Wasn't well received.
Nope.
Were you the only person who attempted the poll?
Yep. And then I was the second guy to go on, and then the third one went on, and then it just started going downhill. And then my buddy Cody Troutman was like, I'm gonna go land this plane. And then within 5 minutes, he was on stage. They were like, take the microphone, we want the girls. And he goes, oh, you don't want material anymore? Cool, I'm just gonna start riffing. He goes, I fuck my uncle at family reunions. It's okay, he's a cop. And just saying outlandish shit.
Incredible.
I'm like, what is happening? And then
way to land that plane, buddy.
oh man, yeah. It was great. He was just like, go start the car, dude. We got to get the fuck out of here. And
It's bad when after a show you're just like,
let's get the fuck
Let's
out
go,
of here.
let's go.
Yeah. This is not going to go well. I did a show at Crossroads Mall a couple months ago.
it's insane the places you're getting booked.
Yeah,
JJ's blowing up.
Dude, I'm doing so well. I love
Crossroads Mall, random strip clubs.
Fucking A, dude.
Where will it be next?
A nursing home? Cool.
Okay, can I tell you something? I have for like 4 months, have had a desperate desire to go perform in prisons.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, just take a handful of people, go just one night, tell jokes to prisoners.
Was there going to be like
Benefit? No.
No benefit?
They're paying me.
Yeah. Well, is there going to be like not bulletproof, but like a shank-proof
No.
mirror? No, you going in hard.
I mean, I'm not trying to go into like maximum security.
Right.
That's how Johnny Cash did his shit. Like
Yeah.
he constantly was going into prisons and performing.
Yeah.
Constantly. And I consider myself to be the Johnny Cash of comedy.
What would your opening line be, you think? Because I think I would go up there and be like, fucking idiots got caught.
Poser ass losers.
These fucking dorks.
Come on. Be smarter. I'm
Yeah.
better than you.
Yeah.
No, it depends on what kind of prison. Is it a women's prison or is it a men's prison? Because that changes things too.
Very much so.
Also, something that is very interesting to me is I hate going up first on a lineup. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it without complaint.
Right.
I hate it though, because my favorite thing is to watch everyone else perform and go, okay, what's hitting? What
Yep.
isn't? Let me adjust my set accordingly. Like all the time people will go, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean you don't know? And I'm like,
I'll
it
figure it out.
depends on how they're receiving this and this and this and this. And then once it gets to me, I'll know, okay, I can't tell my 9/11 joke here or
Yeah.
they're going to love it,
Yeah.
Like, also, like telling queer jokes, I'm like, let's just see how these people are. Okay, how homophobic are we? Can I toe this line? I one time did a show that was so split and it was so fun. Literally, the woman who produces it is a trans woman out of Kansas City. Her name is Stacey K.
What up, Stacey?
And yes, she puts on Spin the Night, and they do it all over the country now. Like, it has blown up. She's wildly successful with it. But she had done this show, and half of the crowd, like, was her people that came. So it was just like a bunch of queers. And then the other half was just extremely apparent Republicans that were there due to the location, and they had just heard comedy. Okay, they didn't realize it was going to be a bunch of queers.
Right.
And so I got up there, and I literally was telling like half my jokes to this side, and it would hit, and then I'd be like, "You guys are gonna love this next one." And then half of them over here, like, I know that only half of this is gonna work, and it was so funny because it literally was like older, more conservative looking people, and then it's just like wigs and blue hair and nipple piercings. I was like, oh, I know who's hearing what jokes tonight. Okay, none of you are gonna love me, but you're all gonna like
It was a very
me.
segregated audience.
It was so good and so
They did
fun.
not want to intermingle.
No, and I loved it. I love watching, like, going to a show. I did one last week.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone was just eating mad dick. So bad. And I love those shows. Genuinely, it makes me so uncomfortable. It makes my skin crawl. It makes me want to die. But I'm like, if you're a comedian only performing at places you know you're going to kill, you're not that good.
Yeah. No.
You are not that good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to win these people over. I am absolutely determined. And like one of the comedians before me told a poop joke and they lost it. And I was like, I guess I'm bringing out my poop material.
This set's about to get real shitty.
Yeah, exactly. It's like up there, and I was like, okay, this is a very Republican crowd. I can't tell any of my gay jokes. Okay, well, you just kind of flip through it, and you're like, okay, these will land, these will not, and we'll forget the rest.
Yeah.
Those are the most fun shows. Like going to a strip club to do comedy is so funny.
Yeah.
It's so good, so funny.
Oh, it was amazing. Like the strippers.
The pain of it.
The strippers ended up like coming out at the end. Like they started showing up, like in the middle of the show to like get ready, and while my last buddy is up there just like not doing
landing that plane.
He's landing that plane, dude.
Landing that plane as good as those they landed those planes on 9/11. You can cut that out.
Yeah, I will.
You can keep it in.
I will.
It's a joke.
We're just kidding, y'all.
You can't tell jokes anymore. I go, the woke people. You just can't tell jokes anymore? Come on. I'm like, calm down.
Dude, one of my buddies got in trouble recently. He's a bartender, and he just got in trouble. I guess, like, some girl came up to his bar to, like, tell him to, like, turn the music down or whatever, and, but he's like, hey, what can I get you? She goes, oh, like, no rush. I don't want to rush you. He goes, I'm good. He's like, I'm pretty fast. You know what I mean? She's like, are you saying I'm not fast? He goes, no. He's like, I'm just saying I'm a pretty fast guy. And then she goes, is it because of my cane? And she was like a crippled person. He goes, I mean,
I love that.
no. But he was like, but now that you mention it, or he like kind of said something along those lines that was really innocent, and then it got blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
And then all of these fucking people started like writing reviews about it on his job. They ended up like kind of getting indefinitely suspended. But like he was just like, these people are sending me death threats, and they have like breathing tubes. Like,
that's crazy.
and I was just like, that sucks. And then I was like, what he said wasn't even that bad. You know, I was like, and even the girl that it happened to was like, yo, this just got blown out of proportion. And then someone wrote a review. It's like, yo, this is kind of messed up that y'all are coming after this like minority-owned business. And then someone goes, yeah, they can talk the talk but can't walk the walk. And I was like, that right there was more offensive than what my friend said.
You were like, hey, there's an open mic later this week. I think you should pull up for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, that shit was crazy.
Oh, that's good.
I love it. These are good. So what
really
are the topics I had here for us? So have you ever wondered what your life would be like if it was a musical?
You know, I've wondered what my life would be like as a musical. I've also wondered, like, the musical accompaniment to it as well. Like, the score of it all, if you will. And how quickly that could hurt your own feelings. Like, you're just walking and it's like, womp, 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 womp. And I'm like, bruh, what's up with my walk?
Yeah.
Like, it's just going in on your essence. Like, you're just a little cranky and it's like, and you're like, I'm not that crazy.
Right.
I think if my life were a musical, it wouldn't be very good. I'm not very inspirational by any means. But I think it would be fun. A little slice of life.
A little slice of life.
Yeah.
I think, like, the one time I went to go take a piss and then found out I had a hernia. Yeah. It would have been like when like in those 90s sitcoms where the dad finds like drugs and the kids sing, and it's just like that sad little music. That's what would have happened for me. Yeah. It's like every time I had sex, everyone's like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, think about that. Think about the music that would go along with it.
It's definitely not fucking dark R&B. I just found the dark R&B genre.
Okay, what's this?
It's just this.
Is it real,
like,
real sexy or like?
Yeah.
I have a playlist
It's like
on
it's
my
almost
phone.
like 50 Shades of Grey, like dark, sexy shit. I was like, like I was like listening to one song, and I started like choking myself, and I'm like, wait.
Whoa.
Yeah, dog.
That's a horny musical right
Dude,
there.
horny as fuck, dude. HD4L, bro. Horny dudes for life. So.
Is that like a catchphrase you've got?
Yeah, no, I just a group of friends and we have that. It's the HD4L.
It's actually a repeating theme on the pod.
Yeah, it's a review. Horny dudes. Yeah.
All right, guys, pick up your stickers later. Horny dudes for life. My sister, for our podcast, she like chronically is making stickers just of dumb shit that I say or whatever on it.
I love that.
And the other day, this is so embarrassing. So embarrassing.
Say more words.
I was getting us a hotel to record because she was in Kansas City, I was in Oklahoma City, but we like had to put out an episode, and so we had to meet up somewhere. I was like, let's meet in the middle, let's go to Joplin and get a hotel. We'll bang out a couple episodes tonight. Like, it'll be great.
Fuck yeah.
So if you're gonna call and like reserve a room at a hotel, like a normal person would say, hi, checking in tonight, I'd like to. Do you have any rooms available with 2 beds in them? And they would say yes or no. Yeah. I was not on drugs. I was not drunk. I asked in the strangest way possible. Like, it could not get any weirder. I called, they answered, they said hello, and I said, hello, do you have any availability tonight for 2 queens in 1 room? The lady said, what? I said, do you have any availability for 2 queens in 1 room? She was like, yes. We can put 2 queens in 1 room. I was like, oh no, I meant fuck. Okay, hang on.
Wait, no, but yes. No.
2 queens in 1 room? I was like, what I meant was, do you have any rooms available for tonight that have queen size beds in them? She was like, yeah. I'm like, God, I'm going to shoot myself in the face. This could not be any worse. So Kirsten made a sticker that says 2 queens in 1 room. Like, thanks for that.
That's pretty ill, though.
Appreciate it.
That's dope. You ever, I get like wrong message texts a lot, and those are my favorite things in the world. Like,
Do you reply?
Oh, all the time.
You gotta.
No, absolutely. Like,
You gotta.
I had set up. Well, no, someone texted me. It's like, hey, I'm about to be there in like 4 minutes, and I'm like, you bringing tacos or what's up? And they're like, oh wait, I got the wrong number. I'm like, but no.
What's happening in 4
and
minutes?
She was like, no. She's like,
know.
I'm actually you booked an appointment with me tomorrow. Like, I'm cutting your hair. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, see you then.
You know what's a really fucked up thing to do? I have a friend who is in Paris right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Texas or France?
France.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, dude, the real McCoy.
Real McCoy.
Yeah, dude, they really doing shit up in there.
Oh,
so I hear.
shit.
I wouldn't know. I never been.
I mean, neither.
That's for people falling in love or rich people.
Yeah, I am neither.
That's tough, buddy. You'll get there. You've got your dog. That's awesome, man. We're all really happy for you, kid. Get out there.
Sport.
I love what, and it's brave.
So brave of you.
What you're doing takes a lot of guts and chutzpah, and not everyone can do what you have done and will probably continue to do until you decide not to anymore, because we know it's a decision for sure.
It's so hard to be poor and single and so damn attractive.
It's tough. It's tough.
I'm wearing Crocs right now too, man.
Oh, that's fine.
But these are the J. Cole Crocs. Yeah, dog, check this out. Dreamville, baby.
Dude, J. Cole, sponsor us. You heard it here first.
I would like to be the first comedian on Dreamville.
That would be sick.
That would actually be dope. I'd fuck with J. Cole.
I'll be the first too. You know, if you're liking my vibes a little bit more. I'm not currently wearing your Crocs, but I can figure it out. I do my best walking when I'm crocking. So
Yeah, I love Crocs, dude. I'm a big fan.
I'm a
big
croc
fan.
head for sure.
Oh, I don't want to wear.
I stay
any other
crocked out.
shoe.
I wear, I don't have them on right now. I have my Wicked Witch of the 11s on right now, or whatever you would call them. It looks
Yeah.
like a house fell on top of me, is what these look like.
You look like you could like slice someone's throat with like the toe on
Yep,
that.
exactly.
Sick.
But my friend's in Paris,
Yeah.
and what had happened was she texted me and was like, we have this running bit where before flight, it's way more fun to do to someone who's not in on the bit. So you can take this, use it later. It's very fun.
Okay.
But she texted me and was like, I've got my flight tomorrow and I'm kind of nervous. I don't feel super good about the flight. And I just replied and I was like, I don't either. I had a nightmare about it last night. So you just say the most off the wall shit before someone gets on a flight to make them as anxious as possible. And it's a really mean spirited bit, but boy, is it fun.
Oh man.
And you can even do it if you're flying. Like last time I flew, I texted my family right before takeoff, right before I switched my phone over to airplane mode. Just said, hey guys, I'm getting on my flight and I have a really bad feeling about it. Send
so fucked
airplane mode.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
But also, think of how cool it is. If I accidentally go down in a plane crash, they're going to be like, she had a bad feeling about it. She was psychic. Her ghost told her.
She knew.
My boys on the other side. They got my back.
I hadn't flown in like 8 years till like earlier this month.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so I had a show in New Mexico, and so one of my flights from here to Dallas got delayed by like 2 hours, which was going to leave me 20 minutes to get to my next flight.
We call that an airport track star.
Yeah, I was not. I am like, I realized I was like, I am so out of shape because like, dude, it was.
You're like, I'm pretty lean, but damn.
I asked the lady, and I was like, hey, you think I'm gonna make it? She goes, you look pretty fast. I feel like you can make it. And I was like, all right, bet. She's like, but if you don't, she's like, we got another flight that we can put you on. And I was like, okay, bet.
You're like, no, I'll be on this flight.
Yeah, and fucking every person just like stood up, and I was like, got like a flight to catch. Would be real cool if I could just, if y'all could just move and let me do that. And all of them just kind of looked back like, go fuck yourself. I'm like, oh man. And I was so I'm sprinting, dude. I got my bag. I got Crocs and go mode, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm just like almost kicking kids out the way, dude.
Yep.
And I get there, and the dude is shutting the door. And I was like, dude, I'm right here. He goes, I'm sorry, the plane is closed. And I was like, fuck off.
Oh,
And I'm like breathing heavily, and it was so bad. And then the next day, I woke up, and I'm like, why am I so sore? And
what
I'm
airport was it?
like, DFW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to go from like B7 to B43, and I didn't make it on time. It was fucking trash, bro.
Didn't that make you feel old the next day when you're like, why am I sore?
Yeah,
I had that experience the other day, and I was like, this is violently humbling.
yeah,
I was like, just kind of walking around. I was like, kind of tight. Like, what's going on here?
yeah.
And I was like, oh, I just went on an extra long walk. I slept on a flat pillow.
Yep.
That's what's super upsetting, is injuring yourself in your sleep. I'm at that age now.
Same. Like, you're not even doing anything wrong. Like one day I like went and like wiped my ass, and I fucking pulled a nerve, and I'm like, what the fuck? That shit sucked.
The other day I wiped my butt, and when I did, I arched a little bit, and my back popped. And I was like, oh my God, that's great. I've been chasing that high ever since. I was like, this is everything. Can I tell you? So, I know this is your podcast.
No, fucking
sorry.
no, it's not
but
fun.
please let me tell you.
No, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. It's fun.
New relationship. Fresh relationship, I should say. Not new, but fresh. Haven't farted in front of each other yet. Thanks for your contribution, Beans. She's like, you may not have, but I've been ripping ass. Can't stop me. I forgot about the constant tummy ache of holding in a fart. We spent the past 2 nights together, and it's like the second she gets away from me, I'm like, yeah, let me go walk Beanie outside.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, finally. God, this is crazy. I'm dying over here. She walked out while I was walking Beanie last night and was laughing, and I was like, what's so funny? I was like, she heard me for sure. For sure.
That happened to me once. I have like this neighbor here, and she is so cute. And I got out of I left my apartment. I was going to the elevator, and it was like 7:30 in the morning, and I just was on my way to get a coffee and just like let it out.
Yeah.
And then she walks around the corner. I was like,
Damn, not a little cranker too.
no, dude. It was like a full, like, I was like, I might need to go to the hospital.
One time before a show, it was down in Duncan, Oklahoma, and I had my friend with me. And before the show, I needed to go pee, and the bathroom had 2 stalls in it, but they didn't have doors. They had curtains, and the curtains were fabric, so it's not like you heard someone pulling a curtain back. You could not tell when someone was coming and leaving, is the point of this.
Right.
So we're both in the bathroom at the same time going pee. I go pee, and just the cutest little fart slips out. The cutest little fart. And I go, again, of all the things I could have said, I said, oops. I said, oops. A little tootie toot slipped out. And from the stall next to me, I hear, it's okay. It happens to me too sometimes. It was some strange lady I did not know. It was not my friend next to me.
Was it that or one of the ghosts?
It was definitely a human, unfortunately, because then I had to face her when we were both washing our hands. And then immediately after that, they were like, Kalen Reese to the stage. And so I know she just went back to her lady and was like, at her table and was like, yeah, that lady just farted in the bathroom in front of all of us. And she called it a little tootie toot. It's tough to be me, is what I'm saying.
I was doing the show at his comedy club, and I'm peeing in the green room, and I come out of the bathroom, and it was like the headliner and the feature just like staring at me, and I'm like, and the feature is a female.
Oh shit!
And I was just like, what? And he was like, you scared the hell out of her, man. I was like, why? She goes, that stream was so strong. She's like, did you shut the door? I was like, no, but it's just like the acoustics in that green room.
You were at Bricktown?
The one in Tulsa.
Okay.
And it's like, have you been in that green room yet? No, it's just like, I don't know. It just made me feel like really embarrassed for a second. She's like, that stream was so strong. And I was just like, I just drank a lot that day. Like,
yeah,
really
sorry.
hydrated.
I just be hosing. You know what they say? Hoser's gonna hose.
You know, sometimes
there's hosier and there's hoser. That's me.
Sometimes the fire department needs me, and they're like, yo, dude, like, we're at a water shortage. And I'm like,
bro, clock in.
Be right there.
Yeah, exactly. One time
someone's going to put this fire out.
The way that would stink so bad.
Oh, horrible.
Piss on a fire. The
ash to ash, dust to dust.
That's musty as hell. Sorry, boys.
Is this pee or am I about to buzz? Yeah.
Got a excellent afterbirth. One time I was doing I don't remember the name of the show. I'm going to say it wrong. If you host the show, I'm sorry. Suck my dick. I don't care. The like Sober Than Sloshed show, whatever it's called down at Bricktown. I don't even know if they still do it.
Oh, it's the drunk show.
Yeah, the whole concept of it was like you'd go out, you'd do one set where you're totally sober.
Yeah.
You take a shot on stage, you go backstage, get hammered,
Yep.
and then you go back on stage and do a drunk set. And so much fun. Great show.
Yeah, great show.
Great show. I don't know if it's still running. If it's not, call me. I'll come run it. Or call JJ. He lives close. I don't know.
I'm not drinking, but I'll orchestrate this thing.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone will do something.
Yeah.
I'll drink. It's fine. So did this show, and in the green room in Bricktown, OKC, there's that one bathroom that's in the green room.
Yeah.
And then there's like the staff one that's just outside of it. Well, apparently the vents are connecting in there because you can hear crystal clear in those two bathrooms. So I'm drunk off my ass. Mind you, I almost never drink.
Yeah.
Almost never. So I have no real gauge of like how much is too much, and like I the journey from like tipsy to so drunk, it's very quick. Okay. So I am super drunk, and I go into that bathroom, and Maverick McWilliams was in the other bathroom, and I can hear him, and I go, whoa, I can hear you. And he goes, I'm going to throw up. And I said, don't you throw up, Maverick. And he goes, I'm going to throw up. And I said, no, I'm trying to pee. Oh my gosh, I can't get my pants down. We're having this full conversation in 2 different bathrooms. I'm like, I'm trying to pull my pants down and I can't get them down. I said, I think I got to piss on my shirt. I had pulled my pants down, but pulled my shirt down with it. And I was so drunk that I was just like not functioning super well. And he goes, don't piss on your shirt. And I said, don't throw up. And I hear, right as I'm pissing through my shirt like I'm sifting my urine for something. I don't know. And I was like, damn it, I pissed on my shirt. Had to do my set afterwards. I like rinsed it off in the sink. And I remember afterwards people were like trying to take photos. And because I was drunk, I was like, hey, just don't touch me. I pissed on my shirt. Cheese. Like, every person would be like, can I take a photo? I'd be like, yeah, just don't put your hand on my back. Cheese.
I think I was on that show.
Maybe.
I think I was on that show.
It was so long ago.
Yeah, no, I think that was like one of the first shows that I ever got booked on there. Was I on that show?
How drunk were you?
Pretty drunk. I scared a lot of people that night, man.
Oh,
yeah. Because
I'm understanding why they don't do the show anymore.
No, it wasn't there. We went out afterwards, and yeah, dude. And I scared the hell out of my friend because I was like, he's one of those ones that like when I'd go to his bar, he'd always be like, haha, and like just try to like kill me and all that stuff. So I was like, I just got balls. I was like, listen here, motherfucker, we're doing double rumple mints tonight. And he's like, you went up to the bar,
Not
ordered
the rumple mints.
Yeah, he's like, you ordered 4 double rumple mints, and I walked away, and you grabbed me by the collar and said, get your ass over here. They said it was very, very bad. I feel like it was like you, me. I think Damon Detroit was on that show. Cameron Buckles
Probably.
is all about that mellow corn.
Man, do you have a lot of people that watch the video on this, or are they more an audio group? Because I've been picking out this thing in my teeth the whole time. I just got it, guys. For those who've been tracking, oh man, for those who've been tracking,
it's
gone now.
It's free. Do you feel better? You feel?
I do. I felt very self-conscious of it because I just kept on being like licking, trying to find it. You know, we've all been there.
Comics under the influence. That's what it's called. Yeah, I was on that show.
Am I wearing a striped shirt?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the shirt I piss on.
Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny.
I did not go out afterwards. I was like, I think I might be hammered. I should probably pack it up.
Yeah, no, I did that show again, like a couple years later, and I did that show. Then I had another show to go do. And so when I got to that other show, people thought that I was still on that bullshit, and they just kept like giving me shots at the bar, and I'm like, guys, I woke up, I had like a big old cut above my eye.
Oh shit!
So I guess I like got home and then just like fucking ate it on my cat.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah, dude, shit was wild. Don't do that no more.
No, I did that show again, and the last time I did it, I also got very drunk, but have since drank more. So I'm like, I was more aware at this point.
Yeah.
But I did try to fuck one of my coworkers, and by coworkers I mean fellow comedian.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like, this is a bad look for me.
Don't do it.
This is tough. I should pack this in. We should call this a night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna head out. It's been fun. See ya.
We did like they also do like the stoner show sometimes too, where it's like you do one set sober and then you go get high and then you come back and do one. And I'm just not a fan of stoner crowds.
Really?
I'm not. I don't know. I'm maybe down the line. Like, there's going to be a show that I'm like, yeah, but usually it's like I tell a joke, and then they're like, ah.
Yeah.
So that show that I did at Crossroads Mall, let me tell you about this shit show, dude. They asked me, they're like, hey, like, you know, we would like you to come do like 15 minutes. We can't afford to pay you, but we'll feed you. And I'm like, fucking hey, I'm cool with that, whatever.
Yeah.
And I could use the stage time. So,
Right.
But they're like, it's like a formal event, so you got to dress up in a suit. I was like, fucking even better, dude. Like, I'm with that.
You're not putting me in a suit or formal wear and not paying me. Carrabba's is not that good.
Yeah. This gets better. So I get to Crossroads Mall. That place looks like it's just been in Dawn of the Dead, which actually it was in Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You're right. That is a fact.
You know.
Nice.
They really typecasted that. You
And
know?
they said your podcast isn't educational. That was a fact.
Snapple facts, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I get there and there's like a hotel burning like right across the street. So I just sat there and watched that for a minute. It was very pleasant.
Of course, you gotta.
And I text the lady and I was like, hey, I'm here. She goes, well, the doors don't open for another 45 minutes. And I'm like, cool, didn't know that, you know? So I'm hanging out. I eventually just make it in there. And this is like a scene from a Saw movie is what it looked like in there. And I was like, this is interesting. And then the food that they promised me, the caterer didn't show up. So they had to send someone to Olive Garden to come back with catered Olive Garden. And by the way, if you cater Olive Garden, the breadsticks, not endless. Trash. Let's fix this, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And so anyways, it was me and there's one other comedian on the show. And it's just not going well.
I can't believe a show at a dilapidated mall wouldn't go well.
Yeah, I had high hopes for it too, you know, but the sound guy, I don't know, like the sound system that they had just was not great for that
Were you
environment.
in just like one of the abandoned stores? Were you just out in the middle?
It was like,
Well,
I think I have a photo of that.
Yeah, you're going to need to paint a picture on that because I'm thinking of just how echoey that mall is due to the lack of, I don't know, items or humans.
So I eventually, like, they have like musical artists going up, and this was like some of their like first time ever performing. The sound guy just had their backing tracks just playing, and like their microphone wasn't even on. And I was like, this is very
Hell yeah.
sad.
Do you think we could do that with stand-up comedy?
100%.
I'd just be like, hey, just play this, and I'm going to sit up there, take a fat little nap. You let me know if things go off the rails.
Oh, here it is.
That
Right.
can't be real.
No. So I go up on stage and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go up there. I'm going to kill this shit. And I start off, I'm like, what's up, guys? I was like, glad to see the set of the new Saw movies coming along well. Nothing. And I'm like, fuck. I was like, at any point, I expect this, like, all the doors to shut down, like the lights to come off. Everyone be like, let's play a game. Nothing. And I'm like, all right. I was like, you know, it's just a perfect plot, dude. Let's get a bunch of people in here. Hi, like, let's promise them food and then not deliver. Not everyone's going to die. Nothing. And I'm like, fuck. So then I was like, I know I'm up here looking like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo as dressed up as John Wick, dude. Nothing. Everything I'm doing. I am not. I was supposed to do 15. I did 11. I was like, fuck this shit. I was
You're like, and see.
they were also like very like, there was like no love there with anyone who was like running that show. I was like, hi, I'm JJ, I'm the comedian. Like, okay, cool. And then we just like walk away and I'm like, fucking.
Okay, I'll
okay.
just fuck right off then.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And then like the guy that I was doing the show with, like he tours with like Tim Meadows, and Tim Meadows was
yeah.
over here. And he's like, hey man, you want to cut out of here early and go hang out with Tim Meadows? I'm like, I would love to do that. And by the time we left, he'd already left. I was like, God damn it.
Damn.
So it was just one of those shows, but I still had fun. deep
Honestly,
down.
some of the worst shows are the most fun I have.
Oh man.
Like, I once performed at a restaurant/bar, which I will give super huge credit to that venue. The guy really was super supportive of the comedy community.
Right.
Super supportive. His just spot wasn't high traffic, you know.
Yeah. Was this one of my shows?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No. This was in Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
And I remember I had done the open mic there a couple days before, and he was like, hey, can you actually host this weekend? And I was like, you don't know that I'm funny. I just did 5 minutes.
Right.
And he goes, I can tell you're fine. And I was like, okay, great.
Fuck yeah.
So I show up. This was like the first week I made landfall in Kansas City. And I was like, sweet, already booking a gig. Like, look at me, slay queen.
Let's go.
Literally, there were 2 people there, apart from the comedians. 2 singular people. And I was like, so we're canceling this, right? He was like, no, these people are here for a show. So I had to do a whole set to 2 people. I was like, all right, let's not pretend that there's a million people here. What is your name? Brittany, it is so nice to meet you. What do you do for... And I'm like, it's us tonight. We're going to create something here. And it could be good. It could be bad. But I think we're all going to be different people at the end of this. We're all going to be changed, you know?
Sure enough.
Fuck it. Maybe my musical will be inspirational.
There you go.
You know, I was taken back to my youth pastor days just then.
Oh.
I feel like I could preach right now.
Oh, there you go. Take
me
them to
cook.
church, baby. Take them to church.
Exactly. Somebody's got to.
You got to, like, man, and the dude was right in a sense. Like, these people still came for a show. You know what I mean? Like, Gotta give it to him.
I got 2 new followers on Instagram that day. I can tell you guys that much.
Fucking A, dude. And right now, that's where it's at.
Dude.
Is fucking building this online presence. It's crazy. Like, comedy's in such a boom that, like, people are selling out, like, arenas and all this stuff. And it's like, anyone can, I'm not going to say anyone can do this, but it is possible for anyone to do this. But you have to have the right, like, social media outreach and stuff. And
Yep. I got the weirdest comedy experience, which I've since been told that this is common. I just didn't like it. So I hit up this guy in a comedy club in New York. My friend was like, this is a great place. Like, I'll put in a good word for you, you know, let him know. And I was like, okay, great. I was coming into town. I was like, hey, can I, you know, do you have any shows I can hop on? I'll be in town from here to here. And he was like, yeah, I mean, send me a tape. I'd love to put you on, maybe. And I was like, okay. He watched the tape, called me back like a day later. It was like, he's great. You're so funny. He goes, let's think about doing it. And I was like, what do you mean, let's think about doing it?
That.
And he was like, well, how many people do you think you can get there? And I said, I don't live in New York.
Yeah, I don't know anybody.
And he was like, you really don't think you can get anyone there? And I said, I'm not from New York.
Right.
And he goes, do you have any kind of social media following? And I was like, bruh, I really want to be like, you watch my tape. Was it good or was it bad?
Right.
Put me on or don't.
Yeah.
He goes, you have a social media following? And I said, I've got some on TikTok. He goes, how many do you have? I said, like 40,000. And he goes, okay, you put up a clip on TikTok, say that you're coming to this show, and you're going to be on at this date, this time, and tell people to come out. He said, if it gets good enough traction, I'll put you on the show. I was like, what the fuck? You want me to promote a show that I'm not even for sure going to be on?
That sounds shitty.
It was so shitty. So what I did is I made a private post on my TikTok, and I was like, hey guys, I'm about to post this video. Even if you don't live in New York, just go comment underneath it. Like, I'm coming and I'm bringing 6 friends.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, great. So I posted it. It got like maybe 300 likes, but all of my like mutual friends were like, I can't wait to be there. Yeah, we're coming to this show. Yeah.
That producer was so excited.
Yeah. And then I didn't even do a show.
Yeah, because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Dude,
I said, let's burn bridges immediately.
Dude, I lived in New York for a little bit, and the first, like, and I was just playing music up there, but the first music gig I got, I stood outside the venue, and we were, like, trying to get people in.
Fuck, they
and
had
I
you
was
barking.
Yeah, but no, I just did it myself. I was like, hey, what's up, man? I'm JJ from VH1. And I just kept
Hilarious.
saying, and I was like, hey, we're doing this new thing. Like, y'all should come in, check this out. And they're like, yeah. They never did. Like, they're not that stupid.
He said, I'm with VH1.
But, like, a couple, like, the producer of the show and, like, one of my buddies was watching. They're like, the kid's got charisma.
Yeah.
You know?
When I worked at Chipotle, I worked with some guy. What, you ain't never rolled? Come on, man. I you in school. I started my career off rolling. Burritos, my man. Come on. It made me better. I am who I am today because of Chipotle. Come on. Put some respect on it.
Listen, all this charisma is Chipotle.
Yeah.
And all the spirits surrounding me.
That's why I'm so successful now. Lower middle class. I looked that up the other day. I thought I was doing good financially. I was like, we're kind of doing this shit. I was like, barely above poverty. What?
Yeah, I know. When you like hit me up, you're like, yo, I'm going to Cane's. You want anything? And I was like, no, I'm good. You're like, not even a drink? And I was like, fuck yeah, I will take a Dr. Pepper.
All right,
yeah.
give me that Dr. Pepper.
DP, bro.
But, fuck, what was I saying? Oh, Chipotle. When I worked at Chipotle, one of the chefs there, so funny. Why are chefs in every shitty-ass restaurant the funniest people you've ever met?
Right?
And they're never doing stand-up comedy. And I'm like, quit making chicken and go tell your jokes, Keith. We need you. We
the world
need you.
Needs you. Someone else can
You've
cook
been
this
drafted.
Chicken.
Get out there and tell your jokes.
I just do it for the love of the game.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So this guy, he had a fake but very, 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 very popular Facebook profile where he said that he was, I think the guy's name is Tyson, the lead singer of All American Rejects.
Okay.
He's from Stillwater.
Yeah.
And so this guy had a fake Ty's Facebook profile.
Sick.
And he, like, we would be having a slow day. And he'd be like, man, I'm bored. Y'all want to speed this up? And we're like, yeah. He would go and get on his fake-ass Facebook and be like, in Stillwater visiting family, you know I got to go to Chipotle and check it out.
That's fucking brilliant.
So, like, people periodically would come to me and be like, is the lead singer from All American Rejects here? And we're like, no, but we saw that he's coming. Tell your friends.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You know, just remember.
I'm like, give Keith a cut of the profits.
Guac is still extra, you know. But, you know, Tyson did say that he might make it.
We may see him. Yeah. We may.
25% off on guac, you know.
Yeah. I don't know what got me thinking about that, but God, that's funny. And Keith, I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah, dude.
You deserve all the goodness in life.
I hope you do comedy soon, bro, because that's fucking brilliant
marketing.
marketing.
Can't wait to see your special, man. How are you going to get me to watch it? What kind of lies are we going to tell?
Ha-ha's at the Chipopo.
Mm-hmm. I've been telling myself I desperately want to start lying more. And just about anything.
Yeah.
And it's shit like that. Like, oh yeah, like just to show up and be like, oh my God, I saw a corpse on the way to work today. A literal corpse. I had to call 911. Isn't that insane? Just nothing. Or just to be like, oh my God, my sister had her baby yesterday. It's so exciting. She named him Chungy. He's so cute. And people just to look on their face to be like, oh, okay. Yeah, your sister had a baby.
That's
and be
so
like, you don't remember?
nice.
You didn't get her anything? Come on.
Yeah.
Just start fucking with people a little bit more.
God, I love that so much. Just a good lie.
Yeah.
Just a good
Little
lie.
white lie. Nothing
Dude.
that would hurt anyone too bad.
When I lived in New York, I could lie about I could come up with any reason why I was late to work, and it was believable.
Yes.
Like, there was one day I was just like, bro, there's this dude, like, tripping on acid on the train, claiming he was Jesus, and, like, we had to get stuck in the middle. There was no reception and stuff, dude. They're like, fucking, yes, Tobias, bro. He does that shit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that didn't even fucking happen, but it does happen to you. That's crazy. And it would be fine, you know? There was one day I wanted to go to a barbecue. And so I called in sick I worked at Panera Bread for a little bit when I lived there.
Slay, I am a Sips Club Rewards member.
Gang. I'm not, but I still fuck with Panera Bread's food, man. I haven't had it for a long time.
That's the difference, man.
Good.
Lower middle class, lower class.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just economics, man. You guys get on my level, you too can be a Sips Club Rewards member.
I just really want to get the broccoli cheddar soup, dude.
Oh, yeah, man.
Maybe if you get mix that and the baked potato soup, be pretty good. But anyway, so I call in sick to work at Panera Bread, and I was like, yeah, man. I was like, I had the dumplings in Chinatown, and the dude's like, bro, I told you not to do that shit. And I was like, well. So I went to a barbecue, what I thought was a barbecue, and we went to this like fancy ass apartment in Queens, and it ended up being the president of Steinway Piano's apartment. Yeah, and so I was just like,
for real.
So I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like, no hot dogs, no ribs, fucking hors d'oeuvres, and chips and salsa.
Dude,
it was fucking.
You're going to barbecues normally with ribs. You hang with some high dollar people.
Dude, I got ribs today, dude.
You come to a barbecue or cookout at my place, Oscar Mayer, baby.
Let's go.
That's all you're getting.
That's it.
No chili. No sides. It's strictly dogs, buns, mustard, and ketchup.
Yeah, the lower
No
middle
frills.
class. But sometimes, dude, the lower class can live large. I mean, look at what happened to Jack Dawson in Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
He was a bum.
Yeah.
He got laid. He died.
He lived his dream. He died on a high note, certainly.
Dude, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? There's actually a conspiracy theory that he didn't actually die, that he became the Great Gatsby.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Think about that shit.
I like that. The Great Gatsby is like a comfort film for me because the music in it is so good. The new one, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not watching any of that black and white shit. Okay, we've upgraded for a reason.
Lower middle class. Okay.
Controversial take here, but put some color on your TV. I'm bored. I need to be stimulated. And now, that's why it's a comfort film. The music is good. The sounds are great. The color's immaculate. So many good, bright colors throughout
Absolutely.
all of it.
Yeah.
I watch it over and over and over again. It's so good. Those parties, though,
Yeah.
it makes me nervous because there's not enough toilets for those people.
Oh, absolutely not. People
Where are we
totally
shitting?
in the pool. Well, in a bush. By
You
the
are
pool.
not coming to any parties at my house.
You gotta go.
I
You
said,
gotta
where
go,
are we
bro.
shitting? And you way too quickly said, the pool.
Yeah, it's a rich person's pool, dude. I'm not cleaning that shit up. They pay other people to do that.
Bruh, the embarrassment to see a little stink pickle coming out of you.
Bro, this is what you do. Okay,
You were never going to marry rich. You got to rise above your station, JJ. With this kind of mentality and
Listen.
ethic,
Listen.
I hope you enjoy your whatever.
This is how you do it.
You're like, I've actually never fought with anyone on the podcast before, but this is quite fun.
No. This is how
Thanks
you
for
do it.
continuously calling me poor.
You just listen, Dwayne Johnson. I will drink your piss for a reasonable amount of money.
Dwayne,
Dwayne,
10K.
hey, bud. 10K.
10K enthusiastically, too. I'll be like, oh my God, this is the best piss I've ever had.
Oh, this piss all over. You just gotta do it in like a crowd
Maybe
of
20.
people. You gotta do it in a crowd of people, like when everyone is sitting in there, and then you just blame someone else.
I thought you were talking about drinking the piss. You're talking about shitting in the pool.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, yeah, I could, because I was thinking about the power of peer pressure. And if Dwayne in private was like, hey, drink my piss, like a shot glass,
$10,000 and
I'd
you
be
join
like-
the Illuminati.
I'd be like, Dwayne, what are you doing? But if like 10 people were there who I perceived to be cool were like, yeah, drink the piss.
Fuck yeah, it's like a good party trick.
Dude, for real, my dog just cooked us out. So beans. That is so rude. Sorry, she's also been holding her farts in around Alyssa. We're still kind of nervous. It's newer.
Let it out, man. Let it out.
I can't.
Yeah.
I told her the first time it happens, it will be an accident, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I can't let this fly.
What if it's just like so bad? It's like one of those farts where you're like, I might need to go to the hospital.
I just leave. Like, well, hasta luego. Just walk. Don't even put any of my shoes on. Grab
like,
any of my stuff.
I'm fucking cooking dinner. Like, what the hell? You're like, oh, man, crazy. Well, gotta go. Like,
But isn't it nice to know that we'll always have this? Let's keep it pure. Okay, bye. Let's not let the world win. Just take off. We were doing aerobics last night. Sexy aerobics.
okay, yeah, all right.
She put me in a position at one point, and I was like, "Hup. You hold that butthole, Kalen. You keep it tight."
Tight as shit.
And I didn't. I hope she doesn't watch this. She's going to be like, no more positions.
No,
I
that
can't
position.
disappoint my fans like that. Do you know how sad all my ghosts would be if I've been like just crushing it the past few months to all of a sudden be like, I've gotten self-conscious. Sorry, guys.
What if it like
They're like, turn the lights on.
What if like your farts are like sage and it just cleanses them? What if the spirits are surrounding you because they need you to fart during sex and that's what sets them free and sends them to the afterlife? You ever thought about that?
I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't. But I won't beat around the bush here. I have a very hot girlfriend. Very hot. I'm aware of it. And if I farted on, around, or near her during sex, it wouldn't send my spirits back to the spirit world. I'd go to the spirit world. I'd kill myself immediately. I'd say, and scene, we're done here. I'm out. Can't. Because to fumble that hard, let's get ready to fumble. No.
Yeah.
No.
I met your girlfriend. It was because it was at the Spotlight Theater in Tulsa.
Yeah.
It was so funny because I was just doing like that little guest spot, and I asked Evan. I was like, "Oh, Kaylin's here. Like, where's he at? Where's she at?" She's like, "Oh, you got to go through this room. It says do not enter." And I'm like, "Okay." And then that whole fucking walk, I was like, "I
Yep.
feel like this is a setup."
Oh, yeah. You
And-
talk about the set of Saw.
Yeah.
At the Spotlight Theater, there's an underground tunnel that you have to go through to get backstage.
I literally felt like there was like some human trafficking going on, and I was about to be human trafficked for a
Oh,
second.
literally, my guts was a bubbling the whole time. I was like, something about this do not feel right. It's an old building. My ghosts were like, hey, fam, even we know this ain't cool. They're like, we'd like to offer you a bit of bubble guts to let you know, get out of here. That's an old building too. You know, some bad shit's happened there. Not all good things have happened there. There's no way.
There's a lot of like painful shits being taken there, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many people have like died in that place.
It's probably not zero.
Yeah,
It's
probably not like
low.
Probably not like a lot, like my income, but like, you know, $2 an hour.
And thank you for your service. Beans. That was rude.
I'm so brave, I know.
You're so brave. And
so
honestly,
brave.
like resilient. Yeah. And that's a thing that not many people can say that they've done. But you are doing it.
Yeah. You know, Kalen, I never knew my father, but that you just gave me some like real fatherly advice.
Yeah, you're
and
welcome.
I appreciate that. Right on. Man, I gotta wrap this up because I gotta head on out of here. Kayla, where can we follow you?
If you guys have lasted this long, you've already found my Instagram. I know you have. That's going to be at Chef Boyar Demon. That's right. At Chef Boyar Demon. Because I'm cooking up something satanic. I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
She won't let it out in front of her girlfriend, bro. No.
Yeah, you can find me on TikTok at Chef Boyar Demon, Instagram at Chef Boyar Demon, and then me and my sister have a podcast called The Before Times. We technically just wrapped up a season, and so we're closed for business for now, but we're starting back up very, very soon.
And go watch those old episodes.
Oh, yeah, so fun. Yeah, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts, it's all out there.
Fuck yeah, dude. At JJ Wood Comedy on all social media platforms. You can go to jjwoodcomedy.com. Go check out all the shows that I have coming up. I've got some shows with Drew Nickens coming up. That's going to be dope. I'm going to Colorado for the first time, headlining a brewery in Grand Junction. It will be grand, and I will be joking.
He'll workshop that. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, you know, it takes time.
For more bits like that, you're going to want to go to Grand Junction.
Low class, lower middle class.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog, gang, gang. All right. Have a good day. Peace.